You see what I mean, Your Majesty? The princess looks ridiculous." The king stifled a laugh.
"She's quite right, Aurelia. Shadow's much too small for you now."
"But I love him," said Ellie. "We've been together forever and ever, and I don't mind what I look like."
"But we do," said the Queen. "Princesses must always look dignified. You really mustn't ride him any more."
"Perhaps Kate could instead," suggested Ellie. "She's not a princess, so you can't mind what she looks like."
To Ellie's delight, Kate agreed with enthusiasm. Perhaps this was the solution. But the Queen smiled and shook her head. "That's a lovely idea, but Kate's legs are even longer than yours. And this isn't just about appearances. It's about what's right for Shadow."
"The fact of the matter is that you are both too big to ride him,"
said the king firmly. Then he turned to Meg and added,
"Please arrange for the pony to be sold."
Ellie was too shocked to speak. Not being able to ride Shadow was bad enough. Losing him would be unbearable. Meg must have spotted her dismay.
"Don't worry," she said. "We'll find him a really good home."
Ellie jumped down and stood defensively between Shadow and the adults.
"He doesn't need a good home," she said angrily. "He's got a good home already."
Shadow nuzzled in her pocket for a peppermint, unaware that his future hung in the balance. The Queen put her arm round Ellie's shoulders. "I'm sure you'll get used to the idea, Aurelia."
"And you'll still have Sundance, Rainbow, and Moonbeam,"
added the king.
"Surely 3 ponies are enough for anyone."
Ellie watched miserably as her parents walked back to the palace with Miss Stringle. How could they be so mean? Didn't they understand how much she loved Shadow? Sundance seemed to sense something was wrong. He reached out his chestnut head and blew gently down his nose at the Shetland. The 2 ponies had been friends ever since they first met. They often stayed together in their field, standing head to tail to protect each other from the flies. Ellie stroked Sundance's chestnut nose.
"You'll miss Shadow too, won't you?" "So will I," said Kate, as she ran her fingers through the Shetland's black mane. Then she glanced at Ellie and added, "It must be much harder for you."
Ellie flung her arms round Shadow's neck.
"It won't feel like home without him. He's always been here. George taught me to ride on him."
Kate looked puzzled.
"Was George the groom before Meg?" she asked. "The one who wouldn't let you help look after your ponies?"
"Yes," said Ellie, as she gave the Shetland the peppermint he'd been looking for. She was so glad George had retired. Then she suddenly had an idea.
"Hold these!"
she yelled, thrusting Shadow's reins into Kate's hands and racing after her parents. They were already well ahead of her, so she took a shortcut, leaping over a low hedge and running across.